So, you've probably heard me say it before, you'll hear me say it a million more times. We need to brace our core. But what does that actually mean? Not everybody has the right idea about this. 9.5 times out of 10, when I ask a new client to brace their core, what they do is vacuum sealing. So they're gonna give me the skinniest version of their tummy that they can possibly give me, right? And that can be argued to be okay for certain things, but not when you're working with me. That's not something I'll ever ask you to do. So if you're doing any exercise or picking up groceries out of the car, or you're picking up a duffel bag or anything, if you're going as skinny as you possibly can, you are not protecting your organs and you're not protecting your spine. And that's how people, do something silly like just bend over to grab something off the floor and it might weigh nothing and they slip a disc, or their back hurts for weeks. It's because you're not bracing properly. So what does that actually mean? If I had like a lifting belt on, or if I had my hands right here, so I can do the vacuum seal. I can go skinny and make it very tiny and, give myself even more space here with my hands. Or I can build a brick wall. And that's what I'm gonna ask you to do today. And the easiest way to explain it is, if somebody was gonna come up and smack you right in the belly button and you saw it coming, your natural response would be to brace. That's what I'm asking for. So you're actually pushing the abs out a little bit so that they're rock hard, so that if somebody did hit you, it's totally fine. Your organs are protected, your spine is protected. And we just don't do a very good job of utilizing that all the time unless there is a threat of getting smacked in the belly button. So what I typically have people do is lay down on their back in a very safe position, and I want you to try to figure out how to squeeze. It's actually pushing up just a little bit, not like 6 months pregnant. You're not going as far up as you can. It's also not tiny. This is as tiny as I can make my tummy. We're gonna go ahead and make that bigger. That's a brace, okay? So that just went up. I hope you can see that. And then as big as I can go, as embarrassing as that is, I can push my tummy up way higher. So it's in that in between. So not a vacuum seal, but we're gonna go ahead and push those abs up, and now that's nice and strong. I could have somebody stand on my tummy and I'm ready to rock. If I do this, now I can talk, I can breathe, I can do my crunches and actually feel them here and not just here. There's so much more you can do. It's better for you. It helps to protect your hips, which if you had issues with your SI joint, that might be part of the reason why it probably is, to be honest. Or if you have low back pain, it's because we need a stronger core. But part of having a stronger core is actually engaging that core. So push out in defense and double check that, and then just practice holding it and breathing, because that is something that's very difficult to learn. If you struggle with this, message me and we'll go ahead and do a private lesson or figure something else out, because that is very important for your back health, your hip health, just your overall health. So important. Definitely practice this.